the start of what they do. And you can use them for unpacking data structures, you can use them for tree matching, and all kinds of things beyond just having them as signatures. When can you do all of this? In Recruiter Star. All of the stuff I've shown today actually is, other than the past example, where the actual signature stuff will work, but I kind of lied about exactly what the abstract syntax tree looks like, just to make life easier. But all of the code I've shown you today is working in Recruiter Star. In fact, I ran all the examples as I wrote the slides. So thank you very much, and I'm happy to take questions. Please.
When you use as coercion, is it possible to get the original uncoerced object as well?
Good question. I can't think of a way offhand. Oh yes, that's a. You could do it by. There's actually some syntax which says I want the capture as it was before we unpacked it, and you could get it out of that. That's a little clumsy.
It'd be much easier to just word in that body.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
There ought to be an operator to define signatures so you actually want to capture against both the signatures and things.
Just make a multi-subs, or just make a junction of captures. Smart match them against them all. Yeah. That's just, all, and then colon, parens, signature, colon, parens, signature. So, yeah, that should work. Any more?
Yeah, okay, in a given when example, you use the signature in the when, and you do smart match against that, and that unpacks into a bunch of variables, which you can then use.
No? In this case, I didn't actually unpack anything into variables. I just...
Some of the parameters are named, and I noticed you weren't actually using any of them. My question was going to be, what happens if you do that with a variable signature, so that you don't know the variable names to run?
This does not actually create any variables that are not.
Okay.
Yeah, these are all meta syntax as such. These aren't actually going to bind anywhere in this case.
Yeah, there's no my or our. It's actually saying where to put the symbols, so they don't go anywhere. They're effectively anonymous. There is a syntax. You say when star, and then give a lambda with a real signature. Then those will bind. So you could just say put a star and then an arrow. And it's essentially the same signature here, and then you could use all of those in the blind.
Well, you could only do that with a literal signature.
Yeah, only with literal, because that's all you do in that. So it works out. Well, in this case, yeah.
In this case, yeah, you would. Yeah, it's a complaint, but it works if you're just doing a binding. So you get away with it here. But yeah, you'd want type 1 and type 2 if you were going to actually try and capture all of those. In fact, the only reason I wrote the name is because that's coming out as a named parameter, so I have to write the name. But yeah. Yes. And yeah, you'd actually have to have some fun if you were really going to bind this, because you'd actually want the name that you matched to be type, but you'd want to capture them into distinct variables. There is syntax for that. Yeah, there's aliasing syntax. So, yeah. Okay, anything else? Okay, well, by some miracle, I seem to have finished early. Thanks very much. many do you have? Do we have? We could round robin it.